Hi everyone, Adam again here in Paris now, outside the Louvre Museum. Absolutely beautiful night. Here for La Web. It's been a wonderful trip, lots of good people, lots of interesting content. But I wanted to follow up on the idea that I started in the last post about why we do what we do at the Roger Smith, and being committed to people, committed to relationships as what we do. And the next step of that Simon Sinek in that book talks about is how Apple can extend what they do beyond just building computers, because they define themselves on why they do what they do, not just on what they do. So they don't just make computers like Dell or some of these other companies that define what they do, but they extend out into other things because they define themselves by why they do what they do. And I thought it was interesting just in terms of the Roger Smith, and that there's a whole series of sort of offsprings of the Roger Smith in terms of the ideas, and under the same umbrella of Roger Smith. And I wanted to explore those ideas. So Roger Smith Arts, Roger Smith Pop, Roger Smith Life, the Roger Smith Store. There always seems to be these iterations of things with Roger Smith. And Apple's been hugely successful, been able to take on the phone business, been able to take on the music industry, been able to take on the computer business, because they define themselves by challenging the status quo. So I wanted to explore with everyone who's part of the Roger Smith culture and part of the Roger Smith community, what you think about what defines Roger Smith, and what are the overarching characteristics that define Roger Smith and allow it to extend into other things beyond just selling hotel rooms. It's something that obviously has been done for a long time. Matt's been doing the arts for a long time. James Knowles has been exploring all sorts of concepts for a long time. John's been exploring all sorts of concepts for a long time. I think we can be successful in a broad range of the umbrella of Roger Smith, but I'm interested in exploring that idea of, is there an overarching why we do what we do that defines the success of that, the extending beyond just heads and beds. I think definitely there's the potential of the whole community of Roger Smith to be bigger than heads and beds. It obviously is. So is there something that defines why we do what we do, that extends, and that would be an overarching theme in Roger Smith, like what Apple's done. Anyways, just following up on that thought, beautiful location here, beautiful evening here in Paris, outside the Louvre. Absolutely spectacular, and wishing you all the best from Paris.